Well, let's move away from the politics and get you an issue that NDTV has been highlighting again and again: air pollution. According to the first annual State of Global Air Report, the number of premature deaths due to India's air pollution now rival China's, and together they account for more than half of the world's pollution deaths. Five-year-old Siddhant has to be nebulized every 6 hours. He can't go out to play, wears a mask to school, and winters in general are a nightmare. A new report of global air quality by an American research institute has put India at par with China when it comes to the most number of premature deaths due to pollution. Together, India and China constitute a staggering 50% of the world's pollution deaths. The Global Air Quality Report states that 1.1 million people died due to air pollution in India in 2015. India is second in terms of annual death caused by ambient particulate pollutants PM10 and PM2.5. India is also number 1 in terms of death related to ozone pollution. Apart from PM10 and PM2.5, known to be the deadliest pollutants in the country, the report also points out that ozone is a major cause of concern in India.
So like I said, ozone is a composite pollutant. There is no singular source of ozone. So ozone gets created when there are the right conditions, when there is heat, and when there are concentrations of other pollutants like NOx, like SOx, like particulate matter. But what was surprising was that the ozone levels, the deaths due to ozone are higher than we expected, and the levels in India are not matched by any other country in the world.
The Health Ministry says it's working in tandem with the Environment Ministry. The Environment Minister, however, was unavailable for comment. But government inaction and scary statistics has people like Siddhant's parents worried about the future.
He does wear a mask when he goes to school. His teachers at school have been instructed that whenever he's doing any outdoor activities, he needs to be wearing a mask. But at the end of the day, if you're living in a place that is significantly polluted and the government's not doing anything about it, there's very little you as an individual can do.
But with India's pollution now becoming a global embarrassment, it is time to put emergency pollution checks in place and at all times. With camera person Regimon in New Delhi, Ishadrata Lahiri, NDTV. Alright, and if that report hasn't worried you enough, let's go across to Divya now, who's going to bring us the pollution figures.
Thank you so much, Gargi. Yes, it is quite worrying because take into account the pollution levels over the last 5 days are in the poor category. They are above 250 points on all days. This is the aggregate of 9 stations in Delhi. The PM2.5 level as of yesterday was 297. It touched about 300 on the 14th of February, and of course it's remained 275 on the 13th as well as the 12th, and on the 11th it was more than 250. So it's in the poor category, and of course now that the weather's changing, in fact it's not as cold as it used to be. In fact, also humidity levels are down, which is why pollution levels should actually be much lesser than they are at this point in time. Of course, PM2.5, the permissible limit is only 60, so this is 5 times more than that. Let's take into account the different areas and what are the pollution levels looking like in different areas of Delhi. Anand Vihar, which is considered the most polluted areas, on most days the average there is more than other areas, so it's coming in at 415 points, which is in the severe category. And then of course we have ITO, which is coming in at 381. Shadipur comes in at 355. We also have Sri Fort, which is a clean and green area as compared to other areas of Delhi. It's very open in that part of Delhi, but even there the pollution count is very poor. It's coming in at 330 points. So the air quality in Delhi overall is really, really bad. We need to do something about it, and something about it as soon as possible. Gargi, over to you.
Alright, Divya, thanks so much for joining us with those latest figures. Time now for us to take a break.